We welcome you to East Field for the Amsterdam Mohawks ABN pregame show. Matt Becker, Harry Tidgewell, and we have a great matchup for you tonight. It's the Glens Falls Dragons against your Amsterdam Mohawks right here for free on YouTube. Harry, it's a beautiful day. We have a chance of maybe a little bit of rain, but it looks like it's going to be going away. And we'll take a look at these two teams. The Amsterdam Mohawks 24-7-1. The Glens Falls Dragons 10-20. They're 13.5 games back. Harry, the Amsterdam Mohawks with an impressive win yesterday. What were your thoughts on that?
Yeah, you look back at yesterday. That was just a gritty win against Mohawk Valley. It's been a long week if you're Amsterdam, and you came off an exciting doubleheader against Saugerties, and that Mohawk Valley team just wouldn't go away. They come back in the late innings, and you're really forced to, kind of leave it all out there if you're Amsterdam. And you saw some guys like Peyton Jemison and Brad Curtis and John Young Jr. come up with some really big hits throughout that game and look to kind of break out of there. Well, I mean, guys that just, you wouldn't expect to have the insane offensive output based off their either performance this year or lack of opportunity, but they really came through last night. And Chris Holcraft, he's been hot. He had that 2-run shot, and guys just stepped up overall when they needed to, and it was an impressive way to close it out if you're Amsterdam.
The Mohawks are 6-0 this season against the Glens Falls Dragons, and that makes their win streak since 2022 up to 24. What do the Amsterdam Mohawks need to do today to make sure that they end up winning tonight's game? You take a look at some of the prior matchups. Some games were close and some games were blowouts, and you were there for most of them. What did you see differently in the close games, and what did you see differently in the games that the Mohawks ended up winning, in 7 innings with a 15-2 final score?
Well, it's all about getting out in front. The Mohawks, for some reason, when they get behind in games, it takes them late to get a comeback going offensively. If they can jump out on Glens Falls and get into the bullpen, the Dragons don't have great pitching depth that's going to be able to keep shutting down the Mohawks bats, especially with how hot they've been recently. So the trick is to get runs up early, we haven't told you today's starting pitchers, but Dylan Harding's going to be on the mound for Glens Falls. Get him out of the game as quick as possible and just start working through that bullpen and hopefully end up with a decisive win here tonight.
You're absolutely right. We'll preview the pitchers in just a bit. Now let's talk quickly about Let's talk quickly about the performance recently of Mr. Chris Holcraft, the face of the franchise, as he likes to call himself. And while he's acted like one here this week, he has 7 RBIs. He's 4 for 10 in his last 3 games. That doesn't even tell you what he's done on the week itself. How much of a spark has it been to have him stepping up, especially with the absence of Brandon McCrane this week?
Yeah, well, Chris is such a high-energy guy, and like what you were just saying with Brandon McCrane and Wes Walker missing some pivotal offensive pieces, you were waiting for someone to really step up and carry the load in what's such a big week for Amsterdam. It's kind of, I like to think of it as kind of moving day in the rankings, the third day of the golf tournament. That's kind of where you are right now. The third quarter stretch of the season, we are kind of solidifying where you're going to become that final playoff push. And Chris Holcraft, he has so much energy that he's presented this team with, and his offensive output has been terrific this week. You can't ask for much more. He helped put that one to sleep last night for the Mohawks, and against Saugerties, he had a pivotal at-bat in that second game where he blasted his first home run of the week. And Chris Holcraft, it's just when he's playing good, you could just notice kind of a shift in everybody's energy, because he's a guy that everybody likes. Chris Holcraft, he's a guy that everybody enjoys getting behind, and when they have the opportunity to, that can really get guys pumped up. So, yeah, it's just it means so much for the week he's having.
Now let's talk about Brad Curtis. This is somebody that you know very well, and you were in awe when he hit that home run. How big is it to see him heating up here the way that he is? And then on top of that, how cool is it for you, who's watched him for so many years, to see him get that big moment on the big stage?
Yeah, a guy that just was waiting on his opportunity, and he gets it this week, and you see him really take full advantage of it. It's just so great to see. And like you said, I've known Brad for a very long time. We went to the same elementary school together, and just seeing all that hard work, he's a kid that is just noted for, putting his head down and working hard. He's not showboaty. He's not arrogant in anything he does. He just keeps working, and, I'm sure it's a great moment for him, and I'm sure him and his family were very proud of that moment and everything that they've put into it, just because Brad is just continuously working. He's always a first man in, last man out sort of guy, and to see that pay off when you're finally getting more solid opportunities this week. And we noted that he was hitting the ball well, hitting into that at bat, and just to finally see a ball go over the fence like that is very impressive.
Absolutely, and we will step aside for just a moment as they get set to do the anthems and go over the starting lineups. Amsterdam Mohawks base
our priority. Visit us at www.adirondackgenerators.com or call 518-224-1492. Altieri's Landscaping and Snow Plowing, LLC, is a full landscaping company providing full property maintenance services, lawn mowing, shrub removal, spring and fall cleanup, excavation, gravel driveway rehabs, and upgrades, along with design work. Altieri's also provides full snow plowing services come wintertime. Tim Altieri is a veteran of the Navy who started this business 1 year of being out of the service in 1994. Tim is passionate about the work he and his team do at Altieri's Landscaping. A family-owned small engine repair shop in the town of Amsterdam, Dot Skills Equipment and Repair works on any makes and models of lawn and garden equipment, plus snow blowers, generators, and chainsaws. They offer pickup and delivery. Call Got Skills at 518-848-2580. That's 518-848-2580. The Montgomery County Office for Aging is committed to serving the older citizens of Montgomery County. Check out officeforaging.com to learn more. Your local Amsterdam Taco Bell is proud to support the Mohawks. Be sure to stop by after the game to satisfy all your cheesy, crunchy, melty cravings. Open. Farmers Insurance has spent 90 years putting customers first. Visit farmers.com to learn more. Come to Recovery Sports Grill, where Mohawks fans feel at home even when they're not in the ballpark, offering delicious food and drinks from burgers and beer to mocktails and desserts, and exclusive promotions and offers through our Hall of Fame Rewards program. Enjoy the fan and family environment where Recovery Sports Grill is proud to support local sports and always happy to host your family or team.
While the Mohawks shine on the diamonds shine bright at Northeastern Fine Jewelers. Come choose from a vast collection of products from all of your favorite brands, such as Omega, Cartier, Breitling, and more. Whether it's everyday jewelry or if you need something for that special day, we have you covered with our fashion and bridal assortments. Visit us in Albany, Schenectady, or Glens Falls to see what Northeastern can do for you.
When the Mohawks win, you also win at McDonald's. Whenever the Mohawks claim victory, take your game ticket to the McDonald's on Market Street in Amsterdam and receive a free small fry. You must.
We welcome you to Amsterdam Mohawks baseball on ABN. Tonight it's the Amsterdam Mohawks taking on the Glens Falls Dragons from East Field. Matt Becker, Harry Tidgewell, happy to have you guys on this Saturday evening. It's 7:03 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and the Amsterdam Mohawks are looking to improve to 25-7-1. And we'll quickly delve into the starting lineups. Harry, what do you got for us on the Amsterdam Mohawks side?
Well, for leading things off for the Amsterdam Mohawks, it's going to be the trusty Luke Filippi. Then you got the red-hot Chris Holcraft and John McKillop batting second and third. Bray Touchstone batting cleanup in the four-hole. Jaden Harriel batting fifth, and Will Cowan batting sixth. John Young is going to be EHing today, out of the field batting seventh. Sebastian Harden batting eighth, and Brad Curtis batting ninth. And then rounding out today's lineup is going to be Peyton Jemison.
And here's your defensive alignments for the Glens Falls Dragons. Gallagher in left, Jackson in center, Falcon in right, Diaz at third, Savoca at shortstop, Houghton at second, Galello at first, Jones behind the dish, and that brings us to the starting pitcher, Dylan Harden, as he's about set for the first pitch. And he rips that one into the other batter's box, and we're underway here. Now, Dylan Harden, 3.79 ERA on the year, 19 innings pitched, and a 2.68. That's what opponents are hitting against him. Harry, last time he played against the Amsterdam Mohawks on July 6th, he ended up getting the loss. It was a 5-2 loss as that one's chopped to the second baseman. Savoca, he charges, throws to first in time for the first out.
Yeah, and he didn't have an ideal performance in that doubleheader, picking up the loss, and he worked 4 innings into it, but he just gave up a little too many runs and too many hits than he would have liked. And tonight, you have a chance to go back at those guys that you faced, but you can also look at it the other way around in that if you're the Mohawks, you had a good performance against him last time, and now you're going to get to see even more pitches from him. So, there's 2 ways of viewing this, and we'll see which way it sees to go here tonight.
Here's Chris Holdcraft, and he hits one up the middle for a base hit, and the Mohawks already have their first hit of the night. They're being aggressive. 3 pitches into the game, and already a base runner.
Yeah, Chris Holdcraft just going with the first pitch he sees there and putting it right back up the middle. Some really good bat-to-ball skills, and he stays red hot.
Yep, 4 for 10 coming into the game in the last 3. And now, in his last 4, he's going to be 5 for 11. He's good for 306 on the year with 7 RBIs in his last 3 games. Now here's John McKillop. He is a lefty who has a lot of batting, 111 coming into this. And I completely forgot already to do the balls and strikes.
Oh, yeah. Did you want me to do that?
Yeah, I should have. Yeah. Pitch right
0-2.
there isn't for a strike. Now 0-2.
Move it just a little bit.
Yep, just move it over.
Perfect. We're figuring things out.
So
he's continued to hit the ball hard, just not over the wall again yet.
Yep.
So he's found some outfield gloves, and it's just about straightening things out, getting a little less air underneath the ball, and forecast isn't looking great.
It's not.
Well, we don't have it was beautiful at 10 minutes before the game, and I thought, maybe the rain's going to miss us. Now you kind of see those dark clouds moving in, as you can kind of see on your screen out in right field, and sadly we have no coverage, so if it does start to rain, this broadcast is going to be suspended, and if we can come back live, we'll come back live, but we'll keep you guys updated on that.
Yep, I'm going to have to monitor that. The 1-2 is ripped to the right side. Going to be a tough play for Houghton. He bobbles it, throws to first, not in time, and McKillop is aboard. He's a second base runner of the game for the Mohawks.
Well, one thing we love to say is don't give good teams 4 outs, and Houghton just bobbles an easy one right there, and now you're giving the Mohawks a real opportunity to jump out in front here. We noted that as one of the Mohawks' keys to the game is getting out early and getting to that bullpen, and now you put 2 runners on for Bray Touchstone, who's been also hitting the ball really well, and it seems like the Mohawks have a nice path to grabbing an early lead here tonight.
They officially called an error, and I'm starting to really get worried.
The wind's picking up.
I don't know if this is safe for us, so I am going to take a look around. Harry, I'm going to pass it to you, and I'm going to take a look around and see what I can do with the weather.
Yeah, so Bray Touchstone into the box, 1-0 count. The pitch from Harding, outside and low, ball 2. And one thing I've just noticed today is, the only away stadium I've been to is in Saugerties, and that one also had a view where you're up quite a ways from home plate. But today we're right behind, batting an impressive 323 in his 30 games played. He has a 469 slugging and a 455 OBP. That puts his OPS just above 900. A very good offensive year for him so far. That one's fouled away right side, so we'll do the 2-2 pitch again. Holdcraft leads off second. McKillop over at first. Harding comes set. The 2-2 pitch. Fouled off of Touchstone's leg. So we'll do it again, and Touchstone named an all-star this past week. And
As he should be. Hello, everybody.
yes, one of the offensive cornerstones. Is that a word?
Yeah.
Cornerstones
Absolutely.
of this offensive lineup. And
Rain is expected to start in 20 minutes. So in about 10 minutes, unfortunately, we're actually going to close up shop here and make sure our stuff is protected. Once we get through this, we will be back live, and we'll see if the game possibly ends up continuing. We know this is a dirt field, and last time it started to pour, they were unable to figure out how to play on that. So also our apologies with the service.
how long does it look like the rain
Working
is
on
going to
that.
go on for?
Not quite sure.
Well, the full count pitch to Bray Touchstone. Let's
Here's
see
the
if
payoff pitch
the Mohawks can work their way ahead.
to Harding,
Before
and
the
they
rain
step
comes.
off, and Holcraft is caught in the pickle. Pitcher's going to charge him, and he is tagged out for the second out.
A really good job of just catching Holcraft off guard if you're Harding. You can just see him catch that lean of Holcraft kind of moving towards third on the secondary, and does a good job of getting off the mound and just running straight at him, making sure he gets him in the rundown.
So now it's going to be Touchstone with a payoff pitch and 2 outs. So McKillop is going to have the go-ahead start at first. And he swings and misses for strike 3, and that retires the side. So Touchdown strikes out swinging. The Mohawks get 1 hit after.
From burgers and beer to mocktails and desserts, and exclusive promotions and offers through our Hall of Fame Rewards program. Enjoy the fan and family environment where Recovery Sports Grill is proud to support local sports and always happy to host your family or team.
While the Mohawks shine on the diamond shine bright at Northeastern Fine Jewelers. Come choose from a vast collection of products from all of your favorite brands, such as Omega, Cartier, Breitling, and more. Whether it's everyday jewelry or if you need something for that special day, we have you covered with our fashion and bridal assortments. Visit us in Albany, Schenectady, or Glens Falls to see what Northeastern can do for you.
When the Mohawks win, you also win at McDonald's. Whenever the Mohawks claim victory, take your game ticket to the McDonald's on Market Street in Amsterdam and receive a free small fry. You must have your ticket stub with you.
At NBT Bank, we know that this day starts with this one. That's why no matter what day you're planning for next, you can count on us to help you get started. NBT Bank, it starts here.
We're going to stay here for just a moment.
The forecast does not look good, so.
No, it does not. Leading things off is going to be Tyree Jackson. And he scorches one a deep left field. Heading towards the corner is Harden at the wall, and it is gone. Tyree Jackson on the first pitch he sees takes Zach Spurrier deep, and the Glens Falls Dragons lead it 1-0.
Well, there's a loud start for Glens Falls. The very first pitch. You don't see that every day, I should say. So,
I'll tell you, that was impressive. Look at the flag the wind is blowing in.
you know, bearing what goes on in this game in terms of weather postponement, it's going to be the Mohawks having to battle back here tonight.
I set the wrong. I have one team as the wrong team as the away team, so that's cool. We're a little
I'm sure that wind might be picking up in our
yeah, no.
mics. I'm sure you guys kind of hear it.
This is getting unbearable right now. So a home run, and now it's going to be Gene Savoca, and we're really going to have to make a decision very soon on what we want to do.
Yeah, and it seems like once this rain's going to start, the game will most likely be postponed.
Yep.
There's thunderstorms coming through, so
Mohawks do not have good luck here.
What is the rain rules?
With rain. Well, the rain rules are after 5 innings, the game is official.
Yeah.
But we're nowhere near that mark, so it would be a suspended game, and we would start from where we leave off. So if it remains 1-0, it would be 1-0. If the count is 2-1, the count will be 2-1. That one is scorched to deep right field, but right there is Cowan, and he makes the catch. Boy, that ball looked really strong off the bat, and the wind just sucked that in. Not saying it would have been a home run, but it definitely would have gone a bit deeper, and Cowan is able to make a nice catch for the first out of the inning.
Zach Spurrier's got to stop. He's got to find a way to, pound the more difficult parts of the zone that these guys aren't able to get directly to for hard contact if he's going to want to work deep into this one, as that ball was hit fairly well as well by Gino Savoca. And I apologize, I'm a little bit all over the place, but
yep.
Our papers are flying all over.
That one's ripped to the left side. That's a base hit, so 2 hits in the inning for the Glens Falls Dragons. That was Gallagher. We failed to bring you the defensive alignments in the starting lineup due to what's been going on. So it's Tyree Jackson, Gene Savoca, Aiden Gallagher, Nick Galello, James Houghton, Jackson Mueller, Enrique Diaz, Ryan Jones, Chase Falcon. And then you have for the Amsterdam Mohawks, Harden in left, Filippi center, Cowan in right, Harriel third, Holcraft at short, Jemison at second. How about that? That's brand new. McKillop is going to be at first and Touchstone behind the dish. Runner goes, pitch is swung and a miss. The throw into second is not in time, and it's a stolen base. And well, I apologize, Harry, for stealing the defensive alignments. I'm just trying to rush right now with what's been going on.
Yeah, so you had a hit and run there pretty clearly. You had a really big swing from Galileo on a pitch well below in the zone, so it seemed like he was trying to put something in play.
On top of that, our Wi-Fi isn't doing too well, and as much as I'd want to set up my hotspot right now on my phone and test it, it might not be worth it with the weather situation. We are working on getting a hotspot from Verizon, and that would help us do games. I'm just keeping an eye. As soon as it starts drizzling,
we had a nice little streak of good weather. Very good weather.
Yes.
But this weekend does not look as promising. We
nope,
apologize
tomorrow
for that.
as well.
Well, not that we could control the weather, but we apologize that we know you guys like to see, if you're fans or
oh my
family,
goodness. Okay.
That you like to see your kids or brothers or whoever it is that you're watching playing out on the field, and
I'm
these
sure
next
you can
few
hear
days
that.
are going to be tough. Yeah, just because some Glens Falls and where we're at tomorrow in Mohawk Valley we don't have coverage where we're broadcasting. So even if it's raining and the game is continuing, we're forced to postpone our broadcast just because we can't be getting anything wet.
Swing and a miss right there for strike 3, so Spurrier has his first strikeout of the day, and it comes on the hands of Nick Galello for the second out. Well, you guys can hear the wind picking up, I assume.
Yes.
Rain is expected to start in around 12 minutes, and I think after this last batter, I think we're just going to call it.
Very fun night at Shuttleworth Park last night, and that win over Mohawk Valley. You had host family appreciation, so and usually the host families like to attend the games, and we've met a couple of them, but they were all there last night, and they had a little pregame ceremony for all of them, honoring all of them for sheltering and feeding all these great athletes. And then after the game, you had a little team dinner. It's so great to see those guys outside of baseball. Obviously, you're still, we have them up in the booth, and you get to see kind of that human side of things, but just seeing them in a totally un-baseball competitive related setting with each other, they get along so well, and they're so friendly to everybody, and such a treat to get to talk to those guys.
That pitch is in there for a strike.
Good pitch by Spurrier right there, just pounding the inside part of the plate. That's something he's going to have to keep doing if he wants to work deep into this outing.
there's an insane amount of wind right now. You can tell it's about a storm. That one misses.
I noted while you were gone, Matt. I kind of like this angle though we're at. You know,
I love it.
get
You
a
can
really
see
good
everything.
View of the plate, and we love to
Look at the camera
argue
angle
balls and
too.
strikes on the broadcast at our own place, but
Yeah. Oh, look at the camera angle too. We got a new tripod. Can't show you guys it. That one's ripped into left center field. That's a big. Harden picks it up. Coming around to score is Gallagher. And now the Glens Falls Dragons lead at 2-0. So an RBI single for James Houghton.